Hello, it is me, and I recently got Optimus Prime from the War for Cybertron Trilogy, and this thing is pretty cool. It comes with a couple of weapons, and it transforms very nicely, so I'm going to give it a review and show you guys how it is. Let's just start with the weapons. The Optimus Prime came with a dual mech Energon Strike Shield and RF Ion Blaster. There's no collector card that comes with this Optimus Prime, but on the guide it does have the stats of the weapons and stuff like that. The Energon Strike Shield is called the W-50 and the RF Ion Blaster is called the W-M3. And the axe can also it's called a strike shield because it can turn into a shield actually. I'll get to that later. And the Iron Blaster, it doesn't come with any accessories on the that can go on the point of the gun, but it has an attachment point that can also be put onto the axe can be put onto on top of the gun. But there's also a ton of other places where the weapons can go onto if they're not in use. So it has a lot of storage options, which is always good. The axe can also be put on top of the blaster for storage options, but there's also a ton of other storage options around the Optimus Prime, like here or here, in the forms of holes, and that's pretty good as well. So that's a cool bonus. But there's something about the axe. When you fold it in for storage and click it together, and you want to put it back, it kind of takes a few seconds right there. It's not just an easy snap-on. Let me just get it focused there. And it can also get kind of knocked pretty easily and detached. So you have to kind of get it, and then you have to put it here, and then you gotta put it back on. So that's just something you want to think about. But aside from that, both weapons are good. This just kind of slides out like this. And this one too. Right here. And the blaster is just a blaster. It has no moving parts. But you can have a look at it right here. Okay, back to Optimus Prime. Let's go over the articulation of his body. First, at the head. His head can move. Let me just get that. His head can move literally all the way around as much as he wants to. Doesn't even stop. And it can move a little bit up with help with that. Down, and as I said, right and left. Now what else? His arms. His arms will move all the way up here, all the way up like that, and all the way around as much as he wants to. They can twist around as much as he wants to. Really, it's just a lot of movement here going on. And even for the transformation, he can bend his shoulder back, kind of. So it's like that. Kind of blocked by this big jetpack kind of thing. But his arms have pretty good amount of movement. What else? Let's see. Oh, the legs. The legs, knee can move pretty well. It's just kind of blocked by that jetpack thing, but he can move it pretty high. And Wow, right here, the leg kind of stops right there. Right here, that's where it stops. But he can still bend the other leg, so it can go like that. And he can do the splits like it's like just by the splits. It just stops there. Oh yeah, he can twist his leg like completely around as much as he wants to. Right there. And for wide stances, his feet turn to the side so he can actually like kind of go like this instead of just falling over. And the jetpack can just like kind of go up and down and kind of like this. I guess the only place where the articulation is kind of not at its normal level is the legs at its waist, because it can't actually bend completely 90 degrees. So if you want to make him sit, or if you wanted him to raise his leg, it would kind of be like that. So now let's use that articulation to pose him. Okay, so the posing was nice, and it didn't just fall over like this one. It didn't just wobble and fall over like that. It has these swivels, so that really helps in the posing. And now that we've gone over the posing, let's just start with the transformation. Transformation is 27 steps. I have the whole guide here, and I'm gonna transform it, and I'm gonna show you the finished version and take a look at that. Let's go. Okay, this part is a little bit hard because it's kind of tight in there, so I have to lift those two up, but let's do it. See what I said? Now I have to put this back on, but you kind of have to go like that. There. There you go. Okay, next step. Okay, I have gotten it transformed, and it is a good transformation. It takes a little getting used to at first, but then after, it is pretty easy. And some parts are a little tight, or you have to like kind of squeeze it in, or kind of like sometimes one part like fell off, so right here, but I had to put it back on. But the end result is really good. There you can see his legs right here, but it doesn't even look that bad. It looks like a bottom of it looks kind of like the bottom of a truck, and that's good. And back here is some empty space. So at the back it looks kind of odd with that space right there and the bottom of him right there, but everything else looks good. And his jet on the back has come at the top, and parts of his arms have come at the front, and instead of just connecting to the side, his whole jet kind of comes to the front. So the original grill that was on the front of Optimus Prime is now hiding inside, and this is actually a different grill. And the other grill was actually gray, but this one is blue. So it is interesting transformation, and it is fun to do. And when it's done, it rolls. Fun to play with. So even the stand hole that was at the back of Optimus Prime even turned out to be on the bottom of the truck, and that is really cool because if you had a stand, you could even elevate the truck into the air, even if Optimus Prime was in vehicle mode. So Optimus Prime can be in the air either in vehicle mode or in bot mode using a stand. And you can still store the weapons on the truck in a configuration of your choice, which is really cool and allows you to make some cool kind of scenes with an axe and like a blaster, which I have really enjoyed this Transformer, and I don't think it's a bad one. If you want to get it, I think it is a pretty good Transformer, so do not be worried, and just thumbs up for this Transformer. So that was the review. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and until next time, bye.
Bye.